And basically what it does is just read some of the expense report that a user, in this case I have, my user gets some expense headers. These are the lines for the expense report, right? And I have some of the, like some help, online help that I'm providing this through it. I have my menu, and inside the menu I have, download to Excel spreadsheet, as well as create a new expense, save the expense for later, or submit the expense report. Okay? So this is a regular standard master detail application. Okay? And then let's say if I logged out and I logged in as my manager, so he's going to see all the submitted expense reports, right? In this case, I have a couple of expense reports, right? And you can see them as well. Okay? So I'm going to go back to my user, and in this case, I'm going to start from taking one of the expense reports, right? So let's say, for example, this one. Let's take one of these. So let's remember. We want to take it's okay. Okay, this one is on. Okay, so I'm gonna download this as an Excel spreadsheet, right? And I'm gonna take this and save it onto my desktop, right? I'm gonna replace what I already have. And I'm gonna open it up. So you see, like right now, I'm just going to Excel. I have my spreadsheet, and then the first thing it's gonna do is try to log in into, like just to authenticate with the server. So we have security, in this case, implemented inside the tool. So nobody just basically opening Excel is gonna access the information. Okay. So I have this is a similar login form as the regular web standard form, right? And I'm going to log in with the same user. Right? And I have a customized, dialog. And in this case, well, this is a part of the resolution of the monitor. But as you can see, I have like some interesting elements such as the first, next, last previews. So what I was seeing on the web UI, I have the information on the same spreadsheet, on the same expense report, and I can start navigating through the different reports. And I only have this one at the moment. Okay? So what I will do is just to make this more interesting is just the user download the data, and in this case I'm going to just come to my server, and I'm going to pretend I'm going offline. So I'm just going to take my server, and just kill my server, right? So let's come back to Excel, okay? And in this case I'm going to assume this is my expense report that I'll be working with, okay? So now I'm going to start inserting new lines. Right? And the first thing I notice is that automatically this column gets, this is all part of the resolution, as I was saying, but this is a column, and this one knows that it's being changed. Right? So that's the first element. Right now, I'm not working online, and I'm going to show it to you when I try to upload this data. Okay? So let's just insert a couple of more records. Right? Here, just a couple more. As you can see, I'm not Excel expert, so I try to use a regular line for you. Okay, so let's just do this, and let's say I'm gonna enter today. Okay, so I'm gonna start entering one record, which is a $30, and I have a nice list of value here, right? Which is now record now. Breakfast, and this is my daily breakfast. stuff like we do on Excel, right? So just let's say we go to 50. So this is a calculated element, right, inside Excel. So this is no part of the business logic of my application. This is something that is coming from Excel. And let's expand this breakfast, and let's take this and let's use the same. Okay. So now, if I just come here to the add-ins on Excel, I can see that I have a nice menu also provided close to the one that I have on my web application, right? And I can create a new expense, I can save this for later. And one of the things it says is, if I save this record, is only if I'm online, right? So I'm advising the user that this is on online function, as well as submit my expense. Let's see what happens if I try to save this, right? So it says, okay, I'm going to upload now this to the server, but I have no connectivity, right? Because I shut down my application, okay? But I can still save this, save this, use it for later, and then come back on one other day that I'm working, and I'm going to restart my application. I'm just going to come here, restart my application. Okay. And just wait until it comes up. I'm going to okay, so I know my application is running. Okay, it's coming up, and then I'm gonna get with the web part. But it's gonna come to my expense. I have the expense that is published, and it's the one on my desktop. So we just go back to my desktop, open up the expense report, right? And I logged in. So in case I'm disconnected, the login is going to fail, but still I'm going to be accessing this data because it's right now on my hard disk. Like I started my application, it's going to go and log in and get the server. Okay, so let's just log in. And the first thing you're going to notice is that the unloading is going to ask for overriding pending changes. So what it's saying is, you have new records here, and I do not have those records on the server, right, on my database. So I want to get rid of that. No, I don't want to cancel that, right? Because I just want to, and I can choose like different options for merging conflicts within the data. In this case, I'm just using like a really basic one. After I do this, I can come back to my menu, right, and say, let's say I'm gonna have this one. Oh. Let's resubmit this. Okay? And I say that like the rows are inserted, the expense status is submitted, and if I go to my online application, okay, okay, I see this is the trip to Las Vegas. Alright, so I think it's the first one comes here, and I see all my breakfast, right, together with the total of my expense being updated. Okay? So this is